Natural disasters are no longer stretching over months. Everything is happening literally within days. Hurricane-force winds in New Zealand, tornadoes in Italy, extreme heat in Paraguay, tragic avalanches in the United States and Europe, and people who are not prepared for it. Coming up in this edition, a review of the key climate events of the past week and an important question for adrenaline seekers. Italy. In less than 24 hours on February 17th, 2 tornadoes occurred in various regions of Italy. The first, Category 1 F1.5, passed through the territory of the province of Brindisi. The path of destruction left by the tornado stretched for almost 10 kilometers, with a width of about 360 meters. The tornado uprooted trees, tore off roofs, and damaged solar panels. It is likely that casualties were avoided thanks to the fact that the incident occurred at night. The second, shorter-lived vortex was observed near the city of Aversa. Experts emphasize that such powerful tornadoes at this time of year occur here extremely rarely. However, on this occasion, atmospheric conditions were particularly favorable for their formation. Ukraine. Over the past week, severe weather also affected Ukraine. Heavy snowfall was observed in the northern and western regions. Traffic jams formed on the streets of Kiev. The main highways suffered the most, especially descents and ascents. Numerous accidents occurred, and long queues of passengers accumulated at public transport stops. On February 16th, strong winds with gusts of up to 20 meters per second raged in the Dnipropetrovsk region. In the city of Kryvyi Rih, the wind damaged bridge railings, and in Dnipro it knocked down several traffic lights. After abnormal frosts, a short-term warming set in, which caused rapid snowmelt. Heavy rains in several regions only worsened the situation. The frozen ground did not absorb water, which led to flooding. In the city of Kropyvnytskyi, the Sugoklia River overflowed its banks, flooding 20 houses and the animal shelter BIM. The animals were trapped and the water level rose to kennels and enclosures. Hundreds of cats and dogs were evacuated throughout the night by boats and handed over to people who agreed to provide temporary foster care. In the Sumy community, a natural emergency situation regime was introduced due to flooding of residential areas and critical infrastructure facilities. The Velika Vice River in the Cherkasy region overflowed its banks, flooded a bridge, and halted traffic. In the Poltava region near the city of Lokhvitsia, a field turned into a real sea. Hundreds of homes were flooded in several districts of the Kharkiv region, including areas where this had not been observed before. On February 18th, frosts once again gripped the country, accompanied by freezing rain and snowfall. Due to icing on wires and strong winds, mass power line outages occurred in the Dnipropetrovsk region. More than 31,000 families in 190 settlements were left without electricity. In Kryvyi Rih, tram and trolleybus services were suspended due to iced-over wires. In the Mykolaiv region, after freezing rain, fields in some areas began to resemble frozen lakes. Seedlings ended up under a dense ice crust, which, according to farmers, may cause oxygen deprivation in plants. Combined with sharp temperature fluctuations, this threatens the future harvest. Argentina. After exhausting heat in the evening of February 18th, a powerful convective storm struck central Argentina. The strongest impact of the elements was felt in the south and center of Córdoba province. In the city of Isla Verde, heavy rain with large hail and gusty winds damaged building roofs and vehicles. In the city of Serrano, the squall not only broke trees, but also destroyed infrastructure at a sports and cultural center, toppling 4 lighting towers. In the city of Jovita, up to 90 millimeters of precipitation fell within a matter of minutes, causing water to flood large areas and enter homes. In the cities of Almafuerte and Embalse, hail of gigantic size fell, as large as tennis balls. The rampage of the elements created a critical situation on highways. Squally winds overturned at least 6 trucks on the Córdoba to Rosario highway, injuring several people as a result. Paraguay.
Dejate de joder. Justo, parece que a propósito.
In the central part of South America, abnormally high temperatures persisted from mid-February. In Paraguay, the perceived heat reached 50 degrees Celsius. In an attempt to cool down at least somehow, residents massively turned on air conditioners, fans, and other electrical devices, which led to an overload of the power system. In the city of Fuerte Olimpo in the Alto Paraguay department, on February 17th, electricity was cut off 5 times, and household appliances broke due to voltage fluctuations. During the daytime on February 18th, a large-scale power outage occurred. Transmission lines coming from the Itaipu hydroelectric power plant failed, and most of the country was left without electricity. Hospitals and medical facilities switched to generators to maintain emergency services. Due to the spoilage of food and medicines, businesses suffered financial losses. The shutdown of pumps led to disruptions in water supply. In the suburbs of the country's capital, Asunción, several transformers exploded, and problems with telephone communication also emerged. The shutdown of traffic lights in Asunción itself, as well as in the cities of Ciudad del Este and Encarnación, led to a transport collapse. By the evening of the same day, power supply was restored, but the incident once again raised the question of whether the national grid is capable of withstanding peak loads during extreme weather. New Zealand. On February 16th, a powerful storm with torrential rain hit the North Island of New Zealand. A record wind gust with speeds of up to 193 kilometers per hour was registered in the capital of New Zealand, Wellington. This is the highest figure in the city over a period of more than 10 years, and in the southern coastal zone of the island, wind gust speeds reached an unimaginable 240 kilometers per hour. The elements caused serious disruptions to the transport system. Most flights were cancelled or delayed. Railway services and ferry crossings across the Cook Strait were suspended. Strong wind gusts knocked down trees, tore roofs off houses, and severed power lines. As a result, tens of thousands of residents were left without electricity. In a single night, up to 200 millimeters of precipitation were recorded in the Wellington region. Several highways had to be closed due to flooding, and in one of the districts, about 20 vehicles were blocked on a road because of a landslide. After the washout of the only road, the settlement of Lake Ferry was cut off. Local residents formed a human chain and passed food across a bridge that was unfit for vehicles. Snow avalanches. A spontaneous snow avalanche occurred on February 19th in the Karachay-Cherkess Republic, Russia. Approximately 135,000 cubic meters of snow collapsed outside the officially designated avalanche hazard zone, partially covering a recreation base in the settlement of Arkhyz. As a result, 4 guest houses, 1 utility building, and 2 passenger cars were damaged. Fortunately, there were no fatalities or injuries. Several people were buried under the snow, but rescuers quickly extracted them. Medical assistance was not required. In the United States, in the state of California, on February 17th, a group of 4 guides and 11 tourists was completing a 3-day ski route in the Sierra Nevada mountains. In the morning near Castle Peak, they were hit by a snow slab approximately 100 meters long. Unfortunately, 9 people died immediately. The 6 survivors sent a distress signal. Due to heavy snowfall, squally winds, and near-zero visibility, the rescue operation took place under extremely difficult conditions. Black Hawk helicopters, ground units, and canine teams were deployed. As a result, assistance was provided only several hours later. 2 tourists were hospitalized with injuries. The avalanche on Castle Peak has been recognized as the deadliest in the history of California and the 2nd deadliest in the United States, in terms of fatalities since 1950. Over 2 weeks of February, snowfalls, up to 3 meters of fresh snow, fell in certain areas of the Alps. Combined with strong winds and an unstable snowpack structure, this triggered dozens of avalanches. Emergency services operated under extreme strain, carrying out hundreds of search operations with the involvement of medical helicopters, canine units, and mountain rescue teams. The avalanche situation in Switzerland was extremely difficult. For 7 consecutive days, a 4th-level danger was declared in various regions of the country, and in some areas of the canton of Valais, the maximum 5th level was introduced. Experts note that such a prolonged period with such a critical avalanche situation is rare. On the morning of February 17th, in the canton of Valais, near the mountain village of Zermatt, a mass of snow struck a passing train. There were no injuries among the passengers, but they were shocked and described the event as something surreal. The day before, near the village of Goppenstein, another avalanche caused a train to derail, resulting in injuries to 5 people. Several valleys in the cantons of Bern, Glarus, and Valais were temporarily cut off from the outside world due to large avalanches. A tragic incident occurred on February 17th in the afternoon in the canton of Graubünden, when a man died under an avalanche while skiing with his son. At the Parsens ski resort on February 15th, a snowboarder was also buried under a layer of snow and could not be saved. On February 17th, in the French commune of La Grave, Hautes-Alpes département, a deadly avalanche struck a group of 5 skiers who were skiing outside prepared slopes. 2 people were killed and 1 more was hospitalized with injuries. At the resort of Valois, Savoie department, an unexpected snowslide claimed the life of 1 person, while 2 others sustained serious injuries. In France, since the beginning of the winter season, 28 people have died in avalanches, which is more than twice the average figure for this time of year over the past 20 years. In the Italian Alps, on February 15th, a powerful avalanche descended into the Val Veni Valley, bearing a group of skiers who were riding off-piste along one of the most popular free-ride routes at the foot of Mont Blanc. 15 rescuers, 3 canine teams, and 2 helicopters took part in the search operation. Unfortunately, 3 people could not be saved. And in the Austrian federal state of Tyrol, on February 20th, more than 32 avalanche incidents were recorded, half of which involved people. The most tragic events occurred in the commune of St. Anton am Arlberg, where in the second half of the day a large avalanche descended, about 450 meters wide and almost 1 kilometer long. According to police, it may have been triggered by a group of 5 skiers riding outside prepared slopes. 3 people were recovered dead and 2 others were injured.
An 8-year-old man was killed when a snowplow fell down steps inside a residential complex.
In the commune of Nauders on the same day, a 42-year-old man and his 16-year-old son were crossing an off-piste slope when a snow avalanche swept them 200 to 300 meters downhill. The teenager remained on the surface and, despite injuries, managed to call for help, while his father died after being buried under the snow.
Stranded trucks.
The young man was transported to hospital by helicopter. In total, over 2 days in Austria, 7 people were killed as a result of avalanches. The elements affected not only ski routes. On the morning of February 20th, an avalanche descended onto the Lechtelstrasse road near the town of Stockach and pushed a bus off the roadway. There were 12 people inside, including the driver, and fortunately, no one was injured.